The first thing that I do for a coffee enema is actually fill a large stainless steel pot with water, and I just use tap water and I bring it to boiling. So I have it here on high. We're just gonna wait for this to boil. Okay, water is boiling. With coffee enemas, you always want to use organic coffee. So I use Trader Joe's. Any type of organic coffee will do. And we're gonna get 3 big heaping tablespoons and put that in the boiling water. 1, 2. Here's number 3. We let that come to a boil and we set a timer for 15 minutes. And we let that boil for 15 minutes. And sometimes once it gets a good boil, I will actually turn the heat down just a little. So we have a really good boil going right now. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit more. Watch it, but we still have about 8.5 minutes left until we will turn off the heat. Okay, so timer just went off. We're going to turn off the timer. We're going to turn off that. We're going to pick this up and dump it through the colander. This is going to be interesting to do and record, but we'll give it our best shot. Okay, so we're picking this up and putting it through. Want to be careful, this is very hot. Pour it all the way through, and I'll show you what to do with the extra here. Now I have a really big pot, so here's all the coffee grounds that are coming out. That's why we strain it out. I'm just going to set this over here, and now this is going to cool for 30 minutes because it's too hot to use right now. So we set another timer for 30 minutes to let it go. Timer, 30 minutes. This is cooling, so this is probably way more than 32 ounces. I'm sorry, this is closer to like over 64 ounces. So this is a big pot. I don't know how many quarts this is. It's gonna be more than I mentioned earlier. Sorry about that. So use your big quart pot. This is the grounds that are left in here and the grounds that we strained out. And we're just letting this cool for 30 minutes. This is what I use to do my coffee enemas. It's from Walgreens. It's around 20 bucks. It works really, really well. It's reusable. You can wash it out, inexpensive. And here's the different attachments. So what you're gonna need for the coffee enema is the hook to put it there on the bottle, that hanging tab. We've got the tubing, the shutoff clamp, and the enema pipe, and then the adapter cap. So we have our hot water bottle here. We've got the hook on to hook it up and hang it. And then we have the tubing. You actually put that shutoff clamp, you stick it through the larger end and pull it out, and you can adjust it to where you want it. I like to leave a little bit of room here. And then the enema attachment here at the end. This is the shutoff. You push down, it'll close, pull up, it'll open up. So when you're doing your enema, when you're filling this up, close that off. And then when you want to release the flow of coffee, you open it. So now let's talk about how I actually prep for the coffee enema, prep the room. So I have a yoga mat here and some old towels, some pillows, and an extra towel to put over me like a blanket. I do have a squatty potty, love them. You can find them at Target or Amazon. You will want some vitamin E oil to lubricate the tip, or coconut oil, any kind of natural organic oil. And then I do like doTERRA's peppermint essential oil. I keep it by me and smell it. So if you're getting intense abdominal cramping or something like that, you can smell the peppermint to calm that down. Diffuser's important to just help to kind of cleanse and purify the air and just make you feel calm. You could grab some books or magazines too. And then I have the old towels over the yoga mat, a towel hanging over the towel rack here. I tuck the shower curtain and all of that in so it's up and out of the way. And that's about it. That's how you create your own little oasis. You can have comforting music, meditation, books, magazines, anything that to do while you're doing the enema. We have let our coffee cool for 30 minutes, and now we are going to transfer that into our hot water bottle. So we're just going to pour it through. You actually know when that's cooled and ready to use if you can stick your elbow in it and it doesn't hurt or burn. It's going to be interesting doing this. Instagram story, one person, but it's working so far so good. Fill it all the way up, and then we'll attach the tubing. So I have a full hot water bottle with coffee. We're going to add the attachment, the adapter cap, twist that in. You want to make sure that that is really secure, and then we add the tubing to that. Just put it right on top. Okay, so that's what it looks like. We have the adapter cap. It is nice and tight. We've added our tubing on here. We have the other tubing. It is clamped shut, and the enema tip. We are ready to go. And now we have the enema, the full enema bag hanging here. Again, that's why I like to have extra just old towels in case anything drips, and we've got that here. And you guys know I love you, but I'm not disrobing, sorry. So we're gonna pretend. So this is our vitamin E oil. You're going to lubricate the tip, so pretend that we did that. You're going to insert this into the rectum, so you got to relax the pelvic floor in order to do that. So you're going to lay on your left side, have the lubricated tip, relax. Imagine those muscles of the pelvic floor feeling heavy. You could even kind of bulge down just a little bit, like if you're going to have a bowel movement, to kind of get those to relax. Take a deep breath and insert the tip. You don't want to force anything. Sometimes it can help if you can kind of angle it in the right direction of the rectum, so kind of like a little bit up towards your belly button. You'll find the right angle, and it should just gently slide in and be not painful. Once you have it inserted, it's not painful, you release this. That'll release the flow of the coffee and get that going so it'll fill. You can stay on your left side. You can adjust. You can turn onto your back, do a little bit of gentle bridges. That will help to move the coffee into different areas. You can also roll onto the right side, like so, again, with the enema in the whole time. And this is a retention enema, so you could just let it hang out for 20 minutes, work your way up to that. We have to start gradually and increase. The coffee enemas are really great for stimulating the vagus nerve, so that gut-brain connection. And you can just lay on this side. Actually, the more that you can hold it, the better. But when you got to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. Clip it, clamp it shut, pull it out, and go to the bathroom. And don't forget your peppermint oil. So if it feels intense, if you're having some abdominal cramping or nausea or discomfort or anything like that, just open it up, smell it right out of the bottle. Works amazingly well, but start slow and it gets easier and easier the more you do it. Hope that helps. And you can feel cold when you're doing an enema, especially, you're disrobed from the waist down. So that's why I get an extra towel and I just use it as a big blanket and cover up while you're doing the enema, and get yourself a good book or a magazine and just chill.